Hi, Mr. Cruz. I hope you are okay. So, welcome to my first podcast, or that's what I think. and well, in this moment, I want to talk about week 14, and the name of this content is second conditional. Before starting, I will give a little introduction. And what is the conditional mood in English? We use the conditional mood for hypothetical situation when when we don't know if something will happen. We make a guess about the outcome. And what is the second conditional? We use the second conditional for I don't like it or an impossible outcome. And that means that outcome probably wouldn't happen because the condition can or probably won't happen. And an example of unlikely situation is if I won the lottery, I will buy a tropical island. In this case, winning the lottery is a very unlikely condition. So the outcome of buying a tropical island will will probably never happen. And an example of an impossible situation is if I have wings, I will fly up the star. Science people don't have wings, so this condition is impossible. And so the outcome of flying to the star wouldn't happen. And the most the most common second conditional pattern is if plus past would plus verb. And don't be confused by the past verb. In the if class, we use the second conditional for a present or future situation. Not that we use a comma after the if clause. For example, if I were the leader of this country, I will make many changes. And, and the best of all was in this week we play a couple of games so that the topics was even easier for us to understand. And so let's look at some more example of second conditional sentence in English. If our teacher just gave off the answer, we wouldn't learn anything. If I live on the moon, I will have a great view of Earth. So this is all for this week, and thank for your attention. Hi, Mr. Cruz. I hope you're okay. And so, welcome back to my podcast. And right now, I'm gonna talk about week 15, right? And I'm excited to dive into some intriguing topics. Let's kick think of by delving into the fascinating world of two-word expression that Mr. Cruz recently introduced to if only and I wish. So we use I wish and if only to talk about situation that we would like to be different but are impossible or unlikely to change. For example, in I wish I live in the country, and this represents that I don't live in the country, but I would like to, right? And the example of if only is if only we didn't have to work today, and that's and and thus we have work today, but I don't want to. I don't want to. And so in this week we made us listen to some songs in class to if we could identify these words. Regarding grammar, we use the simple past or past continue after I wish or if only. we can use were instead of was to describe the situation. For example, I wish I was, or I wish I were more confident. And by the way, we can respond with just I wish or I've only, and that's it. And that's to express that we think something is impossible or unlikely, but we would like it to happen. For example, are you going to Bardobas in the summer? And you answered I wish or if only. So that's it for this week, and thank you for your attention. Hi, Mr. Chris. Welcome back to my podcast. And this week was was about what is success in the mind. And positive visualization is a training technique that has been used with a great success in sports. There is a powerful relationship between mental and physical performance for both men and women who are athletes. Use visualization is used primarily to improve their movements and coordination, and what's more, it also increases their power to concentrate and focus on the task ahead. And as a result, it reduces the process on the during competition that confidence building. And so the grammar point in this week is linker. And, and what is linker? And a linking word and phrases in English also call it connective or transition words are used to combine two clauses or a sentence presenting contrast, comparison, condition, supposition, and purpose, etc. And they enable us to establish earlier and earlier between connection and introduce an example. And for example, and introduce, and this technique is very useful. For instance, it building confidence or improve fitness. And we have another example, and there is an extra information. Uh, for example, this technique can improve fitness. In addition, that exercise build confidence. So that's it for this week. And this week we release different types of game real relationship of of the grammar point. And this week was interesting as well. The topic in general was interesting. So hi, Mr. Cruz. Hi again. I hope you're okay. Welcome back to my podcast. So I will not talk about content because this week we do not have classes because we had an activity for English language students, and this week we had a visit from SUE University, and it was a very busy week, and this activity was organized by the library in collaboration with the students, and was titled Story Hunters. And my group and I released the story called Beauty and the Beast, and basically in timelines telling of love, acceptance, and redemption is follow the story unveil and brings independence of the woman. and who finds herself imprisoned in the castle of First Beast, and despite their initial animosity, Belle and the Beast gradually form a deep connection and transcending appearance and social norms. Though at the kindness and understanding, Belle learns to see the good within the beast, who is cursed dreaming in his monsters for until and he finds true love. And their love story unfolds amidst enchanting musical numbers and memorable characters like Lumiere, Cogsworth, and its but and ultimately its story about the transformative power of love and the beauty found within. And that's it for this week. Thank you for your attention. Hi, Mr. Cruz. I hope you're okay. And this is content on this is week 18, and the content of this week is what if. And this content was so interesting because uh, I mean, what if you were or you got superpower? I mean, and just imagine this, and it was incredible. And for example, the teacher asked us, uh, what if you were president of El Salvador? And I believe if I were president of Salvador, I realized many changes. I don't know. And this week also view uh, many vocabulary. For example, in the book, right? In its relationships, is someone you work for is an employer. The second is someone who works for you is a boss. Someone who manages you at work is the boss. Someone you work with in college, and someone you share a business with is a business partner, and someone you know a little is a acquaintance, and someone you don't know other is strange. Someone you live with is roommate. Someone you live with is neighbor, and your mother or father is parent, and a member of your family's relative, and someone with you with no brother is only child, and a brother or sister born at the same time maybe, and is a twin. And I be and from is if plus past perfect, and had plus past participle, and plus will have plus past participle. And for example, if I have studying harder, I will have passed the exam. And so that's it for this week, and and thank you for for your attention in this podcast. And so, well, that's it.